All right, there we go, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the Collegiate Star League 2017 to 2018 season. We are ready to kick off the first of 14 weeks of action here across the fall and spring semesters. My name is Wivrex. I'm joined, as always, by my better half, Golgiap.
Yeah, hello. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. And we are ready for some Best Coast action between Cal Poly Pomona and UC Berkeley.
Yeah, I mean, these are basically, they're in the same city, right? Or in the same state, at least, I guess.
Definitely this. I can confirm the state part.
It's going to be a battle of California, basically. California State Polytechnic University versus University of California, Berkeley.
I'm looking them both up. We're going to find out.
UCB Bears should get on their flags because Broncos already have their, the flags in game and stuff like that.
Yeah, they got a sweet one. Look at that.
Yeah, that looks like super official. I mean, I love this. It's just kind of getting into the spirit of collegiate sports more,
10 seconds remaining.
It's a pretty standard draft so far. Earthshaker, first pick, no surprises. All the bands make sense. Necro, Veno, they're just venting out the cancer. Lich, you don't want to go against Lich. Bloodseeker's a little bit more subjective, although he is definitely easy first ban also.
Yes. All right. I got it. Yeah. So Pomona is in LA. That I realize now, especially after seeing it. And then Berkeley, of course, is basically San Francisco. San Francisco, I think, being the cutoff between NorCal and SoCal. So we got a north versus south. We'll see if the south will rise again.
That's pretty awesome. I wonder if these teams play each other a lot, like scream each other, and they're familiar with each other. I mean, you're not too far away from each other if you really do want to even like meet up.
Yeah, but it's the internet. Let's be real here. These are Dota players. They're probably not going outside. I know I don't.
Man, they're college students, though.
That's true. So they definitely aren't going outside between all their college coursework and playing on a Dota 2 team.
I mean, you can sacrifice sleep all the time.
Earthshaker Spiritbreaker, this is a pretty popular opening as well for both teams. The Spiritbreaker first pick and then Earthshaker as well.
Yeah, I mean, arguably two of the top position 4s in the game.
Shadow Shaman as well. This is deja vu from yesterday.
There is I think this patch, almost all the whole game seems pretty balanced, but the only positions that's kind of weak right now is position 5. There isn't a big pool of position 5s to pick from. Lich is by far the best position 5 right now, I think, when we're just talking about just conventional tier list. But right below that, I think Shadow Shaman is like on the A tier for sure. The only hero that we haven't seen picked or banned that I think is at the really, really top tier is Nyx Assassin, and maybe we'll see that being picked up here by the Broncos.
And that this is a discussion we've had to death, but in that situation, there's two ways you can play it. Send the Earthshaker off lane, who is the better off laner, and have your Nyx roaming. But there's also the option to have your Nyx be in the off lane until he gets a 6. Then he can start roaming immediately and relegate Earthshaker to the off lane.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense to me because Nyx is a worse roamer until he is 6, and then he is an infinitely better roamer than Earthshaker. And Earthshaker is a better offlaner because Nyx doesn't want to be in the lane after he's 6 because you have Vendetta, you gotta go disappear, you gotta go kill people, right? So you cannot be in the lane and threatening to push the tower, which Earthshaker can with the Enchant Totem and just great AoE clears. So you want Earthshaker in lane, but you don't want Nyx Assassin roaming before he hits 6, so that strategy really solves both those problems.
Pugna, is he still OP in that section, or is he very niche?
Who?
Pugna.
Pugna? Man, it's a really heavily debated thing because when it comes to like competitive Dota, as in not pubs wise, Pugna isn't that popular. He is strong. Like, he's really strong if you draft in the right scenarios. He's insanely strong, but he's very niche, as you said. But I think when it comes to pubs, a hero is like amongst the cancer heroes out there, along with Necro and Veno and stuff like that. And in an unformulated situation, like so early on the season, I mean, a lot of games could feel like pubish because I don't know how long these players have been playing together. Maybe they've been playing since last season, which would be great, but it could be a case where they kind of formed a team a couple of weeks ago, so they don't really know exactly what's going on. And in that situation, like, pub mentality really do work out better.
All right, Broncos taking a long time on their next band. It's going to be a Bat Rider. That is that's not someone I've been seeing a lot in the meta as well. He's got his
really
place.
damn strong.
Yeah, he's same as Pugna. Very strong in the current patch, but
I think he
doesn't quite have his footing.
In the way that, like, Bat Rider is really popular in competitive Dota because, I mean, it's Bat Rider, right? He's always popular in competitive Dota, but it's someone you don't see very much in pubs. And especially if the Bears have a great Bat Rider player, maybe you won't really want to ban that out because that hero can be insane in the right hands. But it is kind of a weird ban considering that they have a Disruptor already picked out. Disruptor, a great counter against Bat Rider. If you can land the Q on him, you can keep vision on him, and also, of course, if he blinks in, you can just send the Bat Rider back, which will break the tether. But maybe they're just that scared of that Bat Rider pick. Sniper being banned out. This could be just because a sniper does really well with heroes that can keep away. Like Earthshaker is a great zone controller, same with Disruptor. And
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, it's just almost impossible to fight into a Disruptor sniper, even as a Spirit Breaker, because Disruptor counters you so hard.
Even Earthshaker is gonna help a lot with area denial, just the fissure alone. Both teams using up quite a bit of reserve time here in the mid draft section, even just on bans. Nature's Prophet. We saw TNC try to make the Nature's Prophet happen for themselves in Dota Pit.
Yeah.
It didn't go quite to plan. I think I haven't seen a Nature's Prophet win in a while. Even the games we were casting yesterday, we saw a couple Nature's Prophets, but they were on the losing team, correct?
Yeah, I mean, the strat is there, right? I mean, when we were seeing the Nature's Prophet play yesterday, it was a very similar situation with Nature's Prophet plus Spirit Breaker, right? I mean, that's such a lethal combo because, you know, all of a sudden you have one person laning, Spirit Breaker charges in, and before Spirit Breaker finishes a charge, Nature's Prophet comes in, as Spirit Breaker coming in, and suddenly a 1v1 situation turns into a 3v1, like just in a blink of an eye. And it just makes the entire thing so lethal and so scary. That might be why Broncos might be just wanting to take that synergy away, even the possibility of it.
Yeah, we did see that ganking combo used to great effect. Monkey King lends himself to that as well, where he can, his quick movement through trees, or even just being able to hang out on trees to stay in range of the person getting charged and wait for the charge to come through. It's a pretty lethal ganking combination.
Yeah, Monkey King has really been kind of coming out as one of these standout heroes laid on this really kind of old patch now. We didn't see Monkey King at all in the earlier on within this patch, but I think more and more people are discovering how strong this hero is. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that mentality is changing around how Monkey King is viewed. Before, he was seen kind of just a roamer, almost strictly a roamer, and now he's almost strictly a safe laner. Like, it was either a roamer or a mid before. Now it's like he can be mid, but almost always you'll see him in the safe lane.
Yeah, the longest time he was run as a roamer, correct? And then was that in this patch or
no? It was
that was previous patch, and then his nerfs kind of removed that.
Yeah, like what made his roaming insanely strong was, first of all, he had insane vision range when even in nighttime from his tree dance. He had better mana sustain, so he could spam out more
Boundless Strikes
and Primal Springs and things like that. Just in general, his stats were better in the early game too. And also, of course, the Basher. That was the big thing that killed Poison for Monkey King, because back then, Poison for Monkey King just can pick up a Basher, and his build is complete. You know, he has boots and Basher, and he is done. He just lays down
contributed.
His ulti. Yeah, he's laid down his ulti. The Poison 5 throw a Glimmer Cape on the Monkey King. Monkey King hides in a corner, and then like the entire team gets bashed up for the next like 30 seconds, and it was
5
insane.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. God, what it feels like we've been in this patch for the better part of 2 years.
Yeah. I think I saw a post on Reddit. I think we're approaching around like 140-ish days of this patch.
What was the longest patch? Do you know? 6 points.
I think it was 150 days.
What was it? 6.86.
I'm just pulling up that Reddit thread right now because they had a pretty good infographic.
Seconds remaining.
Picks coming out. Final ban's coming out now. It's going to be a Dark Seer ban for UCB, but they picked themselves up a Viper, a staple mid laner, very stable, and then Broncos. You know, gotta get a horse in there. Obviously, 2 horses. I don't know if you can count disruptors, but the Chaos Knight is another flavor safe laner that we've been seeing a lot recently.
Yeah, no, Chaos Knight is definitely fits into that kind of like mid-game mentality that this patch has going, and he can blow up any squishy heroes. Like Monkey King is a hero that really depends on kind of sustaining through the fight until he can get the Jingu up, and then he's insane. But you won't get the opportunity if Chaos Knight just blows you up. And wow,
yeah, baby,
from Broncos is insane.
They got the big nig.
So currently, the virgin length right now is 150 days on this patch, but the longest patch, I doesn't show me the date, but it's actually the really early version of 6.70. That was the longest patch when the game was released.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You may now
But 6.88 was really long. That was before, of course, the 7.0 patch. And Doom coming out. Alright. So we're most likely be seeing a Monkey King safe lane, Doom in the off lane, and Viper obviously in the mid. Queen of Pain is going to be going up against that Viper, which Viper has a really good advantage against Queen because, like,
Queen wants to dagger.
Strike, yeah, the Shadow Strike is a really, really, really strong ability Queen has. You put a 1 or 2 points into it, and it just gets huge mileage, but you don't want to put almost any points into it against Viper. If you put points, you don't want to use it against him because you will most likely take as much or more damage from the corrosive skin.
Yeah, looking at these 2 drafts, so Bears has a really good pick-off-oriented lineup. If they can get good picks and, you know, transition that into a team fights where they have an advantage and then follow that up with objectives as well, they've got a great draft for that. But Broncos, it's all going to be about their team fight. They have the most disgusting team fight. They've got so many big ultimates that if 1 or 2 are down, they really don't need to worry about it. So it's going to be all on the Broncos to be playing as a team so that they don't get picked off by the Bears lineup.
Yeah, Bears cannot be fighting into this team when the ultis are up. I mean, it's one of those teams, you know, it's like, okay, Earthshaker ulti down, and we gotta go right now because this is time we can win. Either they can play the ebb and flow match where, you know, okay, we gotta take this team fight and then we're gonna lose, but the next team fight we're gonna win, and they kind of trade team fights back and forth, or they gotta play really smart and play a pick-off oriented gaming, as you said, which won't get you huge advantages, but it might be the safer way of playing it.
Prepare for battle.
I mean, and also I think the Nature's Prophet ban makes a lot more sense in this one because coming out from CPP right now, a split push would have been really effective against this team. Someone like Ember Spirit, someone like Nature's Prophet can really force these teams to prevent them from fighting as a team, as a 5, because you're constantly split to try to defend against that multiple lanes being pushed. And then while then, it opens up more pick opportunities for the other team.
All right, I'm going to apologize in advance for the camera work. I actually don't have my assisted cam set up, so might get a little jerky at times, but we'll do the best that we can.
Yeah. It is going to be just the first stream of the season, so we're just going to be kind of learning as we go along also.
Bit of a rush job as well.
Yeah. Next week, it's going to be a lot better.
We got hired 13 minutes ago, actually.
Begins.
I'm making that up.
I mean, it's not too far off, honestly, though.
By a few orders of magnitude.
So, pretty standard opening so far. No invasions, no nothing, and we're just gonna get right into the lane. No funky lane shenanigans either. Off lane's going to the off lane, and the safe lane going to the safe lane. Both mids getting couriered out of the self. Just standard.
Now, there's going to be a Shadow Shaman here to mess up the Enigma, but ultimately, I don't think, like, it doesn't seem like he's going to have the worst time right now.
So right
Shadow
now-
Shaman can right-click the hell out of these Eidolons, though.
By the way, in the off lane, Asmodeus on the Earthshaker actually blocked off this camp right here, which has a chance of spawning the Tormentor camp. Is what
Doom was
Karappa
really wants.
Yeah, so he blocked it off with his body, so that meant there wasn't a advanced creep he can take. So he ended up taking the crossover from the medium-sized camp.
It's not the worst.
Nope, it's
Ooh,
actually
he's
pretty
going to
good.
get blocked up right now by
Great.
Fissure. He gets the Reality Rift back now. Just grabbing himself a tree and going to hang out by the Fissure, waiting for it to come down. Amadeus, he's going to be he's trying to get the body block off, doing an okay job of it. A Thunderstrike and one Chaos Bolt will be all they need to get the first blood. Asmodeus, taking a lot of right-click damage from the tower. Or tower damage.
Really well executed gank right there. Perfect Fissure and just nowhere for the Doom to run. Maybe rather than waiting the whole thing out, maybe he should have just tried to go into the jungle. Either way, he was stuck in a really bad spot. And actually, looking at that, the Ice Armor creep might have been actually the best creep there because he got so much mileage out of that
Armor.
Yeah, 8+ armor and the attack slow. So actually, it was an optimal creep there. And look at what happened. There's a Tormentor creep now. So pretty lucky with these camp spawns. If he wants to go for the Tormentor creep in his own jungle.
And Fidel gonna pop a salve. It will get canceled up by Queen. She's got a double damage. Takes a little bit of damage, but pops her own salve. Now, oh, she's just getting another salve out and her second talisman, it looks like.
Yeah, seems pretty standard so far. I think coming on the bottom, Caleb. I think he wanted to go for a Shackles there, but he gets zoned out by the Eidolons. Asmodeus is kind of roaming around. Still only level 1. He would love to pick up some bounty runes if he can get his hands on it.
Charge coming through onto League of Legends. It's gonna connect. Can they keep him here? Caleb is running around. Boundless Strike will keep him in place a little bit longer. Caleb comes in, he gets the Maledict, but it's just gonna cancel it. Not in time to stop the damage coming through, and Enigma goes down in the off lane. Both off laners taking a dive here in the early game.
I think a very good play there by League of Legends. He was dead either way, but he went for a play that could have saved him, which was the Malefice onto Caleb, which canceled the shackles. But of course, getting away from a Jingu Master in Monkey King is not an easy deal. And that gets the Spirit Breaker his very important level 2, which makes his ganking so much more lethal.
Where's Earthshaker? Earthshaker's been roaming around here in the bottom side and hasn't been able to get much done with it. He's still just level 1, trying to roam for bounties as much as he can.
He's gonna here. He's gonna get sighted.
Well, he knows his ward just went out, so he just got taken down, so he's gonna get the hell out of there.
I'm surprised he actually didn't get charged. I think a charge
Endure?
into Shackles.
He's very deep in the trees right now. He's gonna go
Is under attack.
up top as usual. Silly monkey shit. Amadeus is gonna find him. He stuns him, but they don't have any way
No
to break him
tangos.
down right now.
League of Legends has some tangos, but he's more focused on getting the last hits right now. Asmodeus hits level 2. Not all too important for Earthshaker. Level 3 is where you won't be hitting.
Ping's
Looks like
coming
there's
out
rotation
onto
from the top.
He's coming out onto Admiral Chili Dog. Karappa's gonna find him. One right click, he'll cancel the
Charging
salve.
to mid. Asmodeus is there though. With
He's gonna smoke up on the way through. They don't see this. Oh, but he cancels it. A little too deep, bait.
He might want to just wait until his charge comes back up.
Bottles up now from Pink.
He should just went up to the high ground to check the shrine, but now Blackpink is going to be able to easily get this shrine. Get himself to full health.
So he's going to spot out the Spirit Breaker, so forces him out. Failed rotation, but they have held Asmodeus here the whole time, so he's not up there making sure securing any kills onto Doom right now, so this is good space.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's
coming
actually
back to
farming
the top.
pretty damn well so far. Even the offlaner is doing quite well.
Completing
14
through.
Pomona.
Doom, he's getting under the tower right now. I assume he's going to stop this. Right at the edge. Reality Rift fogged at the last moment.
Yeah. If that was daytime, I think it would have been really lifted under the tower. No points in the glimpse actually for Chili Dog right now, so he would have been okay still, but would have taken quite a bit of damage.
League of Legends getting a little bit of space here. We have a TP in from Caleb, but a rotation from the Queen of Pain as well. And even Asmodeus is here.
Yeah, Endure playing really carefully. He knows that Earthshaker is missing, the Queen of Pain is missing, so he was just staying on the trees. And he sees the Queen just spotted out for a last second there under that ward they had in the river. And he feels safe enough to come down from the trees and start farming. There was a attempt at Doom's life at top lane, but he's a tanky boy with that ice armor and the Scorched Earth taking away the HBO A-okay.
Yeah, League of Legends doing a good job. He's got his soul ring up. And Infidel. Oh, they're going to be able to cancel the TP and get him with the Sonic.
That was the sound of your
Probably didn't need the Sonic, considering that Asmodeus was coming in with the stun, but I mean, using your ulti to secure kills at 7 minutes in is A-okay, especially
Yeah.
against a
Radiant's
Viper.
bottom tower.
And speaking of ultimates, League of Legends has his level 6. I'd like to see them... I don't know. Do you think he's safe just hanging out in this lane? This isn't the kind of team where they're on a timer and they want to like make plays, so he can stay here.
Yeah,
But usually
just
I like to
farm.
see that first black hole get used very quickly.
Radiant's
You know, maybe
I mean-
that's on Pink to rotate, but Pink already
Yeah.
used the Sonic, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's Enigma with Black Hole. I mean, I'm not expecting him to get kills too much in the early game, so I think he's just happy, just farming away, getting his Iron Talons. He's going to be jungling for a while, so he has Blink Dagger, probably a Mechanism, things along those lines.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Attempt at top. Yep, again gone on. Phantasm
Yeah,
used.
he's going to get fissured up as well. Now they hit him with the... deadness. They hit him with the deadness.
They just Chaos Knight hits level 6, use Phantasms, get a kill. Pretty hard to avoid that as Doom, even with the Frost armor. And this Chaos Knight is farming incredibly well. 55 last hits so far, 10 denies, 1 kill and 1 assist. He's going to get a very early armlet at this
Rotation
stage.
coming on Infidel. They get him with the fissure now. Trapped on the other side. Charge coming in onto Admiral Chili Dog, but right clicks are coming through. Charge connects onto Chili Dog. Chili Dog in a bit of trouble now. He is going to go down. He gets a glimpse back, but Caleb is holding up Asmodeus with the shackles. Asmodeus uses the enchant totem. He's trying to stay alive. Pink is just so close to dead. She can't do anything right now. Nice fissure is going to stop them, but one right click from Infidel will be more than enough.
Yeah, so Pink did go for the Shadow Strike first build. And that Shadow Strike he used on Infidel. Infidel also went for the Corrosive Skin max build. So that meant that Dagger actually put himself to a very dangerous life. So Queen of Pain could not jump in. And we're seeing that matchup really come into effect here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Here we go. Pink is TPing into the bottom, is smoked up. They want to use this black hole.
Yeah.
Malefice used onto him. They drop the black hole, and immediately here comes Pink blinking in. Even used the Sonic Asmodeus on the back line just in case, but they are not going to need it. Very good job. That's exactly what I wanted to see. It wasn't right at 6, but you know, Pink got the Sonic back up and rotated around to use it.
Sonic wave, so I think they did as soon as they could. Getting the kill on that safe laner, very important. Now charge coming on to top. Doom use also.
It's gonna connect now, but man, Chaos Knight is just a tanky boy. Not gonna be able to do too much with that, with just these two. Chili Dog TP's in. Yeah.
No, he's gonna be okay. Barely okay.
Okay, nah.
110.
They're gonna see him. Caleb's coming in. He's gonna try and get the shock. No. Oh, they've got the charge. There we go. Very nice. Oh, the glimpse is gonna put him back. Caleb, very nice ward right there. They were just trying to peek that corner, make sure they see when he ran, and then that's when they use the charge. But very nice glimpse usage once again.
The Chili Dog knew what was going to happen, so he stood by his carry the whole time with his finger right on the glimpse. Charge coming out into mid, but Asmodeus is there. Great Fisher block.
And even a deny from Pink.
Wow. That's actually quite
styling.
Yeah. It denies away quite a bit of gold towards the to the Radiant side. Pink also has a regeneration bottled up. Now Viper TPing top. Doesn't want to stop the push. Chaos Knight still about 500 gold away from his armlet. And Endure is actually struggling a lot here against the Enigma, his army of idol.
Regeneration.
Infidel's in the back lines.
Oh, but that great ward though. Like this ward spotted out that gank coming out from a mile away. So League of Legends just backs up while he farms safely with his Eidolons. That's the dream right there. Top lane now.
I'm gonna get a kill onto the Disruptor now. Doom caught under the tower. A nice fissure. Now Infidel's the last one. Echo Slam used and just locking him in place. He will get the kill on Asmodeus, but finally fall on his own.
2 supports for the offlaner and the mid. Pretty good deal for CPP.
Pink TPing in. Oh, gets a lot of damage into Caleb. He's shackled up right now. He's gonna use the. No, he actually hasn't leveled his hex at all. Figured he'd delay that out a little more, but no points into it yet. Only level 4 on the Shadow Shaman.
Usually you don't have enough mana. Top lane now, Chaos Knight is doomed up while his armlet is also on. There's gonna take a lot of damage.
Pew pew.
Yeah, that's one of the scary things about a armlet going against Doom, because once you get doomed up, you cannot turn off that armlet and you'll burn quite fast.
Black Hole's back up. We've got a Sonic Wave as well. It just got leveled up. She doesn't have the mana right now. Oh, but League of Legends, he throws the Malefice. And just looking to get out for now. Midnight Pulse is down. It blew up all those trees. Enigma, of course, the Midnight Pulse, a great answer to that slippery monkey. You can just take out whole swaths of trees at once.
There's another charge coming down at mid, but cancel it. No way can go into that, and yeah, we'll get the last hit on the mid tower.
Middle tower has fallen.
Haste Room picked up by Blackpink. This might be the opportunity they're looking for to get another kill on the. Oh, and they break the trees.
Yes, he's caught in place. Malefice, here comes the fissure. They are going to just dump everything into him. No black hole needed. They've already taken this tier 1, so they might look to start pressuring the tier 2, or they could just rotate to another lane. Viper is using this space to put some pressure into Pomona's tier 2.
Yeah, great Midnight Pulse there by League of Legends. Just using that to destroy the trees he knew the Monkey King was on. And that's like a 5-second stun, am I right?
It's pretty long, yeah. And so what we were talking about in the draft for UCB having a good ganking lineup, CPP has just been too responsive with the TPs. That's what we saw happen at top.
Wards that can just see the Spirit Breaker coming from a mile away, so they can respond properly.
Here they go. They want to engage. And Door's going to jump into the trees. Look and see if he can find the CPP.
Legends TP's out.
But
So
they get a
gank.
Yep. Another ward right here. They saw it coming, so they're just out, out, out.
Gold is still quite even though, just about 1k for the CPP side.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, both teams just kind of retreating to the relative safety of their side, looking to get some items up. What's their next push mark, Golgi? What are they waiting for? Blink on Enigma?
Yeah, I mean, they would love to have Blink on the Enigma. Right now, I think they're kind of happy farming away. They do kind of do better once in the mid game, once they have their items online and the Viper starts falling off slightly. Viper has a really awkward period where he goes from strong to weak to strong. So he gets really strong at level 25 when he gets that insane 20 plus armor on his talent. But he has a really awkward period around like level like 18, 20-ish where he's kind of weak. So they could be just kind of farming away until that point while picking up people while they can.
Here they go in the bottom. They're ready to fight. Look at how aggressive they're being. You got a Reality Rift onto Carapo. Now here comes the Phantasm. Static Storm is going to be dropped, and Spirit Breaker is caught inside of it. Another Reality Rift, and they will just make mincemeat pies out of that cow.
Yeah, they could have lost a lot more there, but good TPs by Krappa and Caleb there. Just getting out and losing just a Spirit Breaker out of it. Could have been worse, and they did expand that Phantasm and the Static Storm. So we'll finish it into a tower push here. He did high roll that Phantasm, so he did get this half-life damage here.
I just got a lag spike. Were you fine there?
Infidel coming in by
Yeah,
himself into tower.
by solo. This is ambitious. Asfanteus. He's gonna hit him with the enchant. He's taking a lot.
Oh my God.
There we go. They get the. Oh, they glimpsed him out. They glimpsed him out of the beehole.
Damn. Man, I was so hyped because that Echo Slam was like timed perfectly. So
Stop the charge.
Yeah, the charge, like it didn't even touch him. It was like that's super hard to do because the stun radius on that is very small.
Their retreat hasn't been the most coordinated. They're going to lose one, and even League of Legends looks like he's probably going to take a dive on the way out here. Carapo chasing him up as much as he can. Once he gets some vision on him, they should be able to charge it through, and I don't think there's anything they're going to be able to do to stop him. No, he's making it. Monkey King gets the spring. He's back to the tower, and they've even got Earthshaker coming back in. The charge completes. Another strike, but now Cardahoon, he's in a bad spot. Boundless Strike will take down League of Legends. And it'll just cost them the Cardahoon. I think that's worth it. Absolutely.
A rumor for an offlaner, yeah, that's a 1 position up trade.
That's math. That's college math.
Yeah, that's math. 4 is greater than 3. That's right. No, I mean that's not what I want to say though, because you want to get the 3.
Golf rules. Golf rules. Three is better than 4.
Oh, this is a Battle Fury build on the Monkey King. I actually haven't seen this. I've seen people talk about it. I mean, the synergy is there because you have Wukong's command, and you have people inside it, and all the Wukong monkeys, they cleave off each other. It's kind of like having the Battle Fury on Ember Spirit, right?
Yeah.
Because you get so many hits off, and the people get caught up within the cleave. They take a huge amount of damage.
Smoke coming out. Monkey King's jumping up. He's looking for someone. Hasn't found him yet. There he is. He's going to find the Kiwi Mancer. Primal springs down, gets a shot, and here comes the charge onto him. TPs, are they going to come in? Phantasm is used. TPs into the shrine. He's getting beat up, but he might be able to get a kill on his own. There we go. The Scream will get one. Now, Pink is in here trying to get some damage into Caleb. Another strike. It's just going to get stopped.
Infidel taking so much
Glimpse
damage.
back. Infidel,
So
everyone.
tanky.
Dire's trying to get back to their shrine. They got to be careful. They're a little bit split up. Asmodeus is going to find Spirit Breaker on his own, and now Infidel puts the Nether Strike into, or excuse me, the poison. Oh, he tries to TP, but the Malefice is going off. He's going to walk his way out. Are they going to try and chase him down?
He is super tanky. Infidel ate a full duration Static Storm while standing on top of Midnight Pulse and only lost half of it. This guy is super strong right now. This is exactly when Viper's at his strongest. If you take a Shadow Strike, he's not going to really care.
Asmodeus comes in, he
Kill
gets
him
him,
with
but
Slam.
now Carapa's here. He's going to use the Echo Slam. Oh, he was a little early for the creep wave damage, and Endur's going to come in.
Oh, wow.
Pink just barely blinks out of that.
That blink was... you could not have timed that better. That was like a Hollywood movie dodge, man.
That was panic.
Matrix.
Matrix. The chosen
Yeah,
one.
man.
Neo dodging.
Dude, I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead when he disappeared off my screen.
Yeah, oh, same. I was like, well, that didn't go as well as they thought it would.
Yeah, but literally the perfect, like, frame perfect dodge.
Yeah, I think CPP wants to hold their team fight until they get a blink on this Enigma.
Yeah, no, that'll be perfect. I mean, he's not very far from it. He has, what, 400 gold to go? He can
Yep.
farm that in really short time. His Iron Talon online, so... A little bit weird build. He actually stopped Y for an Ogre Club.
I think he might have been buying out when he was dying.
That makes sense. I mean, it is going to go into his BKB, which he will get later on. So he does not waste some money, but it does delay up his Blink Dagger a little bit.
Pink
If
needs
he
to be
prevents it
careful.
from-
They pop the, oh no! They pop the Lincolns. They're going to jump in with the Doom as well. He's getting chased down. The Fissure blocking him up. Glimpse back. Endure caught. He makes it out of the kinetic, and now they turn around onto Carapo. Trying to chase down Monkey Kang. Oh, but they find him in the Static Storm. He's not going to be able to get into the trees. Punch him up. Punch him down. He is gone.
You know, I think surprisingly, I think they still come out on top of that because Blackpink was worth a lot of money. Let's see the fight recap. Yeah, they come out slightly ahead there on gold anyways, about 150 gold, even if it was a 1-for-2 trade. But the XP, of course, goes to the CPP side. Black was on a really big kill spree there. I believe that was a godlike spree that was ended. Snakes being dropped in the bottom tower.
Under attack.
Asmodeus coming here, but he can't stop the snakes. He's an Earthshaker with short arms.
Radiant's
Oh, the black hole in the mid lane. Viper gets caught up in that. Oh, he dodges the scream, but Asmodeus is there.
Charge coming through on the top. They want to try and stop up these dire heroes. Endure TP's in range of a disruptor. You're going to get glimpsed back.
Dire's bottom.
Do you want to get glimpsed back? Because that's how you get glimpsed back.
Radiant's top tower.
Charge, it goes
I think
through.
that's
It's
actually-
on to Chaos Knight. He's using another strike as well. Carapo comes in. He's got his armlet going as best he can. He doesn't have a Phantasm here. He's going to go down. And Disruptor just says, sorry, buddy. Can't help you.
Yeah. No way he could arm the toggle out either. That had the Scorched Earth taking away from Karapa and also it earned on him too.
Yeah.
I think a tower deny of their own.
Has been denied.
So far, 2 out of 3 towers on CPP side has been denied because that bottom tower, which had the Snake Ward dropped on it, Asmodeus actually came in with his short Earthshaker arms and denied that tower.
Well, it helps when you get to do mega punches.
That's true.
Invisibility.
Invisibility picked up on Asmodeus. It's actually a pretty good rune for an Earthshaker. But probably not looking for a team fight right now. Black Hole is down, but the Blink Dagger is up.
100 more seconds on the B-hole.
And 30 seconds left on the Sonic Wave. And when they're just going to use this Invisi rune to scout here.
He's going to find Caleb. They don't want to fight under the... He doesn't want to try and initiate this if he chooses to under the shrine, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they could be finding Doom or Monkey up in the top. Once again, it's going to be under a shrine. Pink is going to find him, has his Orchid up, immediately throws it Malefice into the Doom as well. He pops the shrine, he's going to start healing up, and now Monkey's ready to come in. They get a nice fissure, stun him up for a little bit longer, but they're going to have to back out. Oh, Asmodeus is still going on to Endure. He uses the Echo Slam, and now they're going to continue the chase. Nice Reality Rift. They're going to take down Spirit Breaker and use the Static Storm as well. He can't get up to the trees. He's taking the damage. They'll be able to get him with the Enchant Totem damage, and even going to clean up a Doom on their way out. Scream goes out. They could be getting another one. Shadow Shaman goes down. They didn't look like they wanted to fight with no Black Hole, but they are ready. And this is the power of this team that we were talking about, is they have so many big team fight ults that one of them can be down. The Black Hole can be down, but they can still go do team fights, and they can still get a lot out of them.
Also, what happened there was that they backed off when Doom was starting to get hit on the shrine, but when Infidel was on TP in. But Infidel canceled his TP, thinking that when CPP kind of backed up a little bit, the little shimmy dance, they
retreat.
backed off. Yeah, and they came back in once Infidel canceled his TP, which meant their highest net worth hero, their mid Viper, wasn't going to win that fight, which gave the CPP all the confidence they need to take that fight.
Look at this. They're going high ground now, and they just use a bunch of big abilities, so obviously UCB is going to be like, alright, we can defend this, but if League of Legends is in the back here, and they play this right, no, they don't want to fight. Oh, this tower.
Yeah.
They still got the Black Hole, and for a defense like that, for a really, really rushed, rallied defense, that's an almost destructive skill to have off cooldown there for the fight.
Was there, but he couldn't TP back because obviously his TP was cancelled earlier, which meant he was stuck in the bot lane pushing the tower, which he did almost get, but you know it cost him a lot of help in the tower. So it's just a kind of a misplay coming out from Infidel cancelling that TP. And just really good capitalization on CPP's part, seeing that, you know, that Viper's TP was on cooldown and they can just go for it and they can go high ground easily. And they got so much out of that fight. Now they're cooldown, everything's on cooldown, they're still wanting to fight.
And they've got two cores out of position right now. They drop the Static Storm. It's going to catch two into the kinetic field as well. They haven't even used the Black Hole yet. League of Legends coming around the outside. Infidel is going to just start running away. Oh no, they get him with the glimpse. Endure is back into the fight now. Enchant Totem to the face. Here comes a dagger. Reality Rift Fissure. Everything dumped into this little monkey dance as they send him to a grave.
So much work. So another really good war pushing by CPP there. Seeing that Monkey King retreating away, getting that glimpse back into the shrine for the kill. I mean, this is one of those, you know, like moments where you're thinking so far ahead, right? Because as UCB, you're thinking, okay, their Black Hole's down, their Phantasm is down, their Echo Slam is down, their Sonic Wave is down. There's no way they're going to be looking for a team fight. So they split up and trying to, you know, farm the map. And then boom, you know, CBP smokes up, comes back in for another fight without their ultimates and takes it because they're all disorganized.
And they've still got this Black Hole.
Yep.
This is exactly the kind of position that this is going to look really, really good. 10 seconds on a Static Storm. They get the tier 3. Just doing damage into the CK Illusions. They're not risking it, and I fully agree with the way that they're playing this. They could try and pressure it to get that big next team fight, but...
They want to reinitiate again.
Oh.
They love doing this. They love pretending like they retreat and coming back in, because that's how they caught Infidel in the first place, by making him cancel his TP. They pretended like they're going away, but no. They're always looking for a fight.
And out they go. Gonna go claim themselves some shrines.
Yeah, free money for them. Not sure if they want... Looks like they're going to stick around for this kill. Double damage actually found on the bot. They could actually transition into a Roshan kill if they're feeling confident enough, although do they have any wards on them? They have one ward which they can use to protect themselves in the Roshan, but maybe they do not feel confident enough just yet.
Ugh, man, this poor Shadow Shaman. This is a far cry from the other Shadow Shaman games we've been seeing where they got like 25-minute blinks and were able to contribute a lot. Poor Caleb, he's just the sacrificial 6.
Yeah, pretty hard game for Shadow Shaman in this game. There's so much AoE and so many ways to prevent him from getting his shackle up full, and also CPP has been just being really good at playing as a team. Like Shadow Shaman is one of those heroes that are like really good in smaller engagements, but in larger engagements he gets a lot weaker because he can't channel his shackle as effectively.
Yeah. Chili Dog just completed his Glimmer Cape, so, you know, health, as far as that, how to judge the game is on the health of supports. Chili Dog is looking very good right now.
BKB also for League of Legends, and they don't really have they have Doom. Doom is the only thing that can cancel the black hole now. If League of Legends pops his BKB before he channels his black hole. But you don't really be using a Doom onto a Enigma, unfortunately. You won't be using it on the Queen. But he might be forced to use on the Enigma, because otherwise that's a full black hole. So they take the tier 2 trade there, which is a good trade for UCB.
Yeah, they're happy to trade right now.
Yeah. Oh, they find Spirit Breaker. Oh, but his glimpse actually puts them right back into place.
Asmodeus goes forward onto Infidel. Infidel taking all the damage in the world. Just a couple more shots. He uses BKB. A little bit of time bought by that Boundless Strike, but Infidel will go down now. They're going to try and get Endure, but... Oh, they get him! Beautiful dust there by Chili Dog. Malefice into a glimpse, into a Static Storm. Monkey Man down.
Oh, so unfortunate. I mean, I do get the idea that what they're going for. They're trying to play aggressively because, I mean, if you just play safely here with a Viper on your team, you're definitely not going to get ahead here. And also Monkey King is a hero that needs a lot more items because he didn't go for the normal build. He went for kind of a farming build with the Battle Fury, so which means he's looking to farm more. So they knew they couldn't just sit in their base. They were trying to go for that quick gank there, but unfortunately CPP always there with their great TPs.
Yeah, this is a team that really sticks together.
Yeah.
And as I said, that was the most important thing for them to do in this match, and they knew what their metrics were for this game, and they were hitting them.
Phantasm pop. He gets low roll on that. He doesn't get the extra Phantasm, but not really going to need it. The charge coming in, yeah, I doubt he's going to finish that one.
Oh, Reality Rift gets going to grab Karappa. He gets a 2-second stun. That'll be more than enough to tear him apart. Now, Viper caught in the trees is going to get Orchided up. Shackles out onto Kiwi, but he's just fine for now. Midnight Pulse dropped in the back to try and zone him out. Charge goes through and it's completed. Nether Strike, it was onto a illusion, just trying to use it as a positioning tool. But Dire, they may lose Asmodeus here, but I doubt it. This is the kind of situation. Oh no. There we go. Karappa, 4-second stun. They're good for now. League of Legends is doing such a good job. He's holding this black hole for the perfect position. It looked like he was going to get doomed and won't be able to make it, but CPP just doing a very good job making sure that they stay off of him. Glimpse back, but he's able to blink right away. But now they've got the creep wave back into the high ground, ready to take this range Rex. It's just the range. They're not going to go in hard for it, but they've got it easy anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty bleak for UCB here. Oh, if they find Infidel, this might be game over. There he goes.
He's still got the buyback.
They can at least force his buyback out, threaten the Megas, or they can just go for the Roshan, which is a lot safer because they don't have a creep wave on the top. Oh, they find
Monkey King again. TP's coming in. He is smoked up. They're going to use the black hole onto him. They're just dropping as much damage as they can possibly find. He's still got half the duration left on his Shadow Blade, so he's going to make it out.
Unfortunately, neither the Queen or the Enigma had detection there, so there's no way they could see it. And Black, if he had the Sonic Wave, he would have committed it, but still on cooldown, so doesn't get that up. And actually, during this time, space made for Viper's revive time.
Yeah, there was actually another TP coming in there on the top, and it was canceled. I don't know if that was canceled in base, and I didn't catch who it was, but that could have been a different story if one of those guys made it there.
Could it be time for Roshan now? It looks like it is. Kiwi Mancer heading into Roshan. And this is going down super fast. They're using the minus armor they get from the reality shift. How much minus armor is that? Minus 7 armor. So basically a Desolator. And then we'll take that easily. Obviously put that onto the squishy Kill Pain. Also has that Mjolnir finish up. Doesn't have the level 25 talent for that insane spell lifesteal with the static charge active on the Mjolnir, but still a very good right click item. It will help him take the towers.
It's like the runner-up Blade Mail, the Mjolnir active.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank God the blade mail doesn't work anymore. Although it was kind of fun. I enjoyed playing Queen during that time. Well,
I didn't, because I'm not a jerk.
Are you serious? Did you play Queen of Pain and not build blade mail?
I just didn't play Queen of Pain. It would be rude, Golgi.
Yeah, there's nothing rude about exploiting the meta.
That sounds like the most
Dota
rude.
is all about. That's just what the entirety of Dota is about. It's about exploring meta. Oh, Infidel getting
Goes back
goes
Infidel, he's gonna get forced out of the kinetic.
They're losing a lot of health. They don't really have a lot of ways to heal. No
Yeah.
mechanism or anything, but he does have that Aegis of the Immortal.
Oh, they get a Fissure out on Infidel. He's going to pop a Speak V. Carpo comes in and he gets the Doom onto Enigma. Now Enigma can't use the Black Hole just yet. Aegis is popped on Queen of Pain, and now the rest of the team is getting split up a little bit, but they do finally get an Infidel. Admiral Chili Dog going to go down to Nefrak. Nefrat, Asmodus now catches him. Kiwi gets him with a Chaos Stun. And that will be 4 of them dead. They've got 3 buybacks. They're going to use them. They're actually just going to call the GG.
I don't exactly know what happened there. Endure dropped down his Wukong's command, but it was cancelled somehow. I think, I'm gonna guess it was the Disruptor glimpsing it out of his own ulti, cancelling it. But I didn't get to exactly see it. But yeah, that was what they're looking for with a big fight with the Monkey King ulti, but just didn't get it.
Yeah, so harkening back to what we were talking about during the draft, I don't think UCB necessarily misplayed this. Analyzing the draft, we saw that they have a very gank-oriented lineup, and they needed to get the ganks, transition them into objectives. Unfortunately, CPP just too fast and sticking together too much. Very good TPs and rotations were not letting UCB get anything done with the game plan they had in mind. And with the draft lineup as it is, they didn't have really good ways to transition. They couldn't man fight into this team. They can't split push, you know. UCB just knowing, or CPP just knowing how the game needs to go and playing very well within that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just superior rotations from CPP, and that's what the entire game was about. It was how well they rotated during the entire game.
Yep. All right, everyone. That was UC Berkeley versus Cal Poly Pomona. Game number 1. We're going to send you to the wait screen. Apologies, we don't have any music or anything to keep you occupied. You're just going to look at the schedule, so enjoy that.
Yeah, that's not